Hey Student Success, welcome to week 3 of the semester. So we're already a few weeks in. I've enjoyed, reading your discussion posts and your introductory posts, and hopefully by now you're feeling a little bit more comfortable navigating through the class and all this. And so I just want to preface this video by saying that there's going to be a lot going on in week 3. So I'm going to be doing a lot of clicking, a lot of going back and forth. And so I do apologize for that, but I really want to make sure, because there is so much in this week, that you know exactly kind of where to access everything and how you can get to all the sites and resources you need to complete your assignments. So real quick stop here, like I have done in week 1 and 2, a reminder about your student success workshops. Those are due by week 8 of the semester. You have to register. You can look at the list right there by opening that document and seeing what workshops are offered throughout the month of April, and then there's just a few in the early month of May, and then you have to register in My Stark State under academic support, and then you have to attend the virtual workshop, complete a survey, and upload your certificate, and that is how you get credit for that 20-point assignment. Okay, so if we scroll down, again, we're going to be in week 3 today, and this is all about it says Chapter 12, Taking Control of Your Future and Career Services Exploration. So real quickly, you can see a lot going on this week. So I apologize, as I prefaced in earlier emails, whenever you have a 16-week course and you condense it into 8 weeks, you're just going to have a lot sometimes in certain weeks. So you can see you do have a discussion post again this week, discussion, original response due by Wednesday and responded to classmates by Sunday. And then you'll see you have several other assignments, one of which is 30 points. So you really want to make sure that you're completing that one. So this is Chapter 12. So I'm just going to go ahead and click in the materials folder and just click on the Chapter 12 textbook link and just kind of briefly talk to you about what's in Chapter 12, because a lot of this video is just going to concentrate on how to kind of access a lot of these assignments. So Chapter 12, Taking Control of Your Future. Per usual with these chapters, it starts off with kind of like a self-assessment. It takes stock of where you are, and then what are your goals? Where do you want to go? And as I've mentioned before, there are some of you who are still in high school, and there are some of you who this might be your second or third career. So we're all at different parts of our life. And so I really want you to focus in on what is helpful to you. So for some of you, you might just be at this stage right here where you are just beginning to explore careers. You don't know what you want to do for sure. You might be trying to decide between a couple majors. You're trying to explore who you are, what kind of values and abilities you have. So you might want to really pay attention to that section, which might lead you to talking about, okay, well, let me think about what major do I want to pursue. You might even be enrolled here full time as a first semester college student, but maybe undeclared, or maybe you just had to kind of pick a career community or a major to start your coursework and you're still trying to think about it. So you might want to kind of look at that section. The next section talks about getting the right stuff, and I'm a little older, so I think of New Kids on the Block, the right stuff. Anyway, so, are you here at the 2-year college preparing to go to a 4-year, or is 2-year where you're going to stop? So kind of knowing what your longer term plan is going to be helpful, because if you have transfer in mind or building on your 2-year degree, that's something you want to think about now. Understanding that, also understanding some of these transferable skills that you might need that aren't necessarily taught directly inside a classroom. And so what can you do to kind of start thinking about how to build up these transferable skills, also known as soft skills? And then some of you might be at the point where, you're ready to really start kind of developing your career. You're ready to start digging into your career specifically. You've already chosen your major, so you need to find out more about the career you have chosen. So that's what some of the assignments are going to do today, actually. So that's going to be helpful. And then networking, if you've ever heard the phrase, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, it's a little bit of both. You have to know your stuff, but then who you know can also help you kind of get your foot in the door. And so this section will talk about the importance of networking, what networking is, how you can network, job fairs, clubs, organizations, things of that nature, even just with your instructors at the college. And then some of you might be to the point where you need to either create a resume or brush up your resume. And so how can you do that? And we're going to talk about the Career Services Office here on campus that can help you. So this is going to give you some resume and cover letter tips. And then some of you possibly might be thinking already about interviewing. How can I become a better interviewee? How can I kind of practice this so that the first time I interview with a company I'm not like a deer in the headlights. So this will go over that section. So as I've mentioned before, please just kind of look to see where your needs are and really focus in on those areas. All right, so there's a lot of other resources in here, but I'm going to go ahead and go to the assignment folder and start talking about your actual assignments, because this is where I'm going to start clicking around quite a bit. So you're going to see that there's some assignments out here straight up right here, but then there's some assignments inside folders because there's a lot going on this week, as I said. So I'm going to start with this one right here, Exploring Educational Pathways to a Career. So I'm going to click on that. Now, you're going to have an actual assignment where it's going to make you look at your career choice, and then you're going to use what you did right here to post in the career forum. So you have to do this first in order to do the discussion forum. So both of these basically are due by Wednesday, April 7th. So you need to do this first in order to post in the career discussion forum. So if you open this up, it's going to open up into like one of these little pop-up.
Picking a degree is so stressful.
Talk to you. And so you're going to click through, and it's going to kind of tell you like here, if you're not aware of the degrees, this is the degree page, and I'm going to go there in just a minute, but I'm letting you know you can also access it through this assignment. There's going to be another little embedded video in there to walk you through it if you need it. You're also going to use a site called Career Coach, which I'm also going to walk you through, but here's another access point to it, and there's also another little video that walks you through it. Okay, now to the actual assignment. Right here, you're going to see it says choice 1 because there are 2 choices. So you're going to see this screen twice. Degree choice 1, degree choice 2. So you have to do this assignment twice. The difference is you're going to do a different degree each time. So what I always recommend is if you're undecided, choose 2 of the degrees you're kind of looking at and investigate them there. If you're 100% decided, maybe you're going into physical therapy, like, you know what, I've always kind of been interested in occupational therapy. Maybe that can be your second choice. Or I've had some students say, oh, I'm going to go into, EMT, but culinary sounds kind of fun. So they might choose a choice that is just kind of for fun. They just want to learn about. So I'm just letting you know that you will have to do this 2 times. So where are you going to get this information? So first, for this first box, I'm going to scroll this down. And I should say the first part of the box right here, the academic information, all of this right here. I'm going to go to the Stark State homepage. I'm going to go under academics, and I'm going to go under career communities. And hopefully you can see here where your particular career or major would fall under. I'm going to go ahead and just go into, I'm going to say, I was talking about physical therapy. I'm just going to stick with physical therapy. So I'm going to go into health. And you're going to see a lot of these pages are set up in a very similar fashion. They're going to have like some really general information, some contacts, some kind of employers, skills, related program information, just lots of information here. You're going to scroll to the bottom and you're going to see a list of all the kind of specific degree plans that you can work into. And so I said physical therapy, the PTA, so I'm going to click on that. And this is going to take me into an even more specific to this major. Here's my physical therapy assistant. And again, here's some just general information, some links, some details. So you could spend some time on that on your own. Remember, if you're not physical therapy, obviously you'd go under academics, find your career community, and those pages are going to be set up very similar. Once you get here, you're going to go to courses, and you'll see it says full-time or part-time. They both have the same information. They're just structured a little differently to give you an idea of how to schedule your classes based on if you're full or part-time. So I'm going to click, and it's going to open up a PDF. All right, here we go. Now, here's where I'm going to get my information. This is an advising sheet. It tells you all the classes you have to take, as well as some additional, like here's suggested order to take them if you haven't seen this before. But for this assignment, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of pop this up right underneath so you can kind of see. It says enter the division. Well, right here. No matter what division you're in, no matter what degree, it's going to tell you right here what division. Health and Public Services in this case. So that's what I would enter right here. The degree name is this right here, Associate of Applied Science. So the degree name is not your major. The degree name is what associate degree you're getting. Is it Applied Science, Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science? The major, now this is what I would put for major, Physical Therapy Assistant. Now, where it says program requirements, you do not have to type all this stuff, okay, y'all? No. What you need to do is just real briefly look and see, okay, you know what? There's 67 credits. So I have to put down, okay, 67 credits. Oh, there's a minimum grade of a C in my technical and non-technical courses. And that's kind of all I see right here. That's all right. So that's what I would put in this section right here. Program requirements, 67 credits, minimum of C average. Some of you may have a few requirements down here. You'll have different credit hours. So just pay attention to that. Again, you don't have to list every single class. Okay, so hopefully that is helpful to get that first part for you. Then we're going to look at the second part. This is what's going to come from Career Coach, and you are going to use Career Coach here in a little bit for another assignment. So Career Coach. So the quickest way for me to get to Career Coach, honestly, is just any Stark State homepage, scroll all the way down and click on Career Coach. There it is. For our purposes right now, you are eventually going to take the career assessment, but for right now, I'm just going to have you go to Browse Careers. And I'm going to stick with Physical Therapy Assistant. You're going to put in whatever your career is, hit search, and you're going to find the closest fit. You have a whole list. You're going to find the closest fit, so I'm going to say right here. Okay, so here this is, and Career Coach is awesome. I love this site. It gives you a real quick overview. It tells you kind of the tasks and responsibilities and education level of the people in your career, how much you can expect to make over a lifetime on average. In general employment, how many jobs are posting and who is posting those jobs. And then there's live job postings as well. For now, I'm just going to go to the overview, just kind of get that snapshot, and I'm going to bring this back up. And you can see it's asking me what is the job career, so that's where I'm going to enter Physical Therapy Assistant. My average salary, well, that's right there on the snapshot, $56,375. My job postings, okay, so my job postings, I'm just going to go to live job postings, and some of you may only have a couple, some of you may have a whole list. Maybe just take the first 2 or 3, like, all right, Encompass Health, Summa Health, and Spectrum. So that's what I would click right there. And then qualifications, my qualifications, so I'm going to go back to my About. And I'm going to look and I say, okay, it looks like I mostly need an associate degree, and I need to be able to know things about physical therapy, obviously, some treatment, life support. So this kind of tells me some basic qualifications or responsibilities, okay? And that's what you're going to enter for your job choice number 1, and you'll hit submit, and then it's going to pop up degree choice number 2, and you're going to do the same thing with the second choice. Again, maybe it's connected to your field. So maybe if you're looking at education and you're looking at like preschool education, maybe you look at elementary education, or maybe you look at special education, or, so it can be connected, or it can be just something you want to look at for fun. Okay, so when you're done with your degree choice number 2, you'll hit submit, and that will submit the assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and go back up to here. Again, I said I apologize because there's lots of clicking around. So I'm going to go ahead and get back into my assignment area. Technology. Oh, there we go. All right. Now that I've done that, now I can do my discussion forum. So I'm going to go ahead and here's my main post. Discuss your findings from the assignment, meaning the one we just did. Which degrees and majors did you choose? So like I chose physical therapy and occupational therapy. What did I find interesting? And what surprised you? So that's what you're going to talk about. Maybe you were already well researched, and you can indicate that. And you can just say, I already knew a lot about my field, but I did find this new, or I did find this surprising. So you're just going to kind of talk about what you discovered. And then, that is by Wednesday for week 3 attendance, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday for the rest of the assignment points for that. All right, so that is the first 2 assignments in that folder. Next, map. Map is assignment, and it's going to tell you in here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. I think I already have it up there, but I'm just going to pull it up again. And this is going to walk you kind of through how to do this. You're going to go to your map page, and you're going to save it as a PDF and upload it. And there's a disclaimer here. Firefox is the best browser to use. I know it's a pain, I know, but if you don't use it already anyway. But I will tell you that if you try it in Chrome or try it in Internet Explorer or whatever it's going by, Edge now, it may not work. I probably won't be able to open it, and I don't know why. So if that's the case and you don't want to download a new browser, take a screenshot for me and send it that way. I will also let you know that those of you on a Mac, you're going to have problems too. You might have to take a screenshot, and unfortunately, we've found that with Macs in general, don't communicate with a lot of the resources and the management systems here. So, okay. So how do I get to my map page? So I'm going to go to my Stark State. We're already logged in here. I'm going to click on. It's going to make me log out. I knew it. Actually, hold on. I'm going to minimize that because we need to be in Firefox. I'm in my Stark State. I'm going to click on My Stuff. Scroll down a little bit. There's map right there. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open up your map page. Here's what map looks like. This is my brother from several years ago. He gave me permission to use it, but since I don't have access to, I don't want to broadcast the current student's information there. So here's your map page. In general, it's a really helpful advising tool. So make sure everything that you see is correct. Your name, your email address, there's your advisor. Make sure your degree and major are all correct, your phone number, all that kind of stuff. And then you can see, all your test scores, and it'll tell you all the classes you have to take that you are taking currently or that you have already taken in the past. So that's map. This is just part of it. You have to get to this point first. The assignment is to download it and upload it into the Dropbox. So how do you do that? Once you're in map, you click Save as a PDF. And I'm just going to open that up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I'm going to download it. And I'm going to say, I'm going to save it just so I have it for later. And I know that I saved it and it went into my downloads. And so there it is. And I can rename it if I need to. Get back into my regular browser here in Blackboard. And once I've saved it, I'm going to go into map. Again, this is due Sunday. I'm going to browse my files. I'm going to find where it is. It's in my downloads. And then there it is. I'll hit open and submit. Oh, no, I'm not going to submit it since it's my own, but that's how you get that. And again, the actual directions on how to do that are right there. You're going to save and upload your map assignment right in this Dropbox. Then you're going to use map for this assignment right here. So this is a Word document. So you'll open that Word document. It's going to open up into, oops, sorry, that's my proposal there. Word document table. All the answers to this are going to come from your map, and I'm going to show you where they're located. What degree is listed in your profile? Okay, so degree right there. There's my degree. What major is listed in your profile? Okay, major right there. So degree, Associate Applied Business, major, Business Management. What is your catalog year? This is sometimes a little bit more tricky to find. Catalog year is written really tiny. I'm going to scroll down here and you can see like in this corner over here. Remember, this is my brother's from several years ago, 2013, 2014. Yours will more than likely say like 1920 or 2021. So the catalog year. And then the last thing it's going to ask for is your advisor. So you'll go back in and write the name of your advisor. When you're done, you'll save your Word document. You'll go back in here, just like you did with your map. You will, browse your file and upload that document. Okay, so now we've talked about the two assignments in here. These two assignments kind of go together. And now your last assignment, career services. We're going to click on here. This is a 3-part assignment. 3 parts, 30 points. Please make sure you do this and follow the instructions carefully. So you're going to open this document right here because these are your written instructions. So this will open up into a document, and it's just a couple of pages. So it's pretty quick. And it's going to say, hey, here are your 3 parts. First part, take a career assessment on Career Coach. Hey, guys, we were already in Career Coach, so kind of familiar. So if you go back to Career Coach, if you have it up, you can kind of click right here to assessment. Or remember, I said Career Coach is actually really easy to get to. If you're from the Stark State homepage, you can just click all the way at the bottom and you can click on Career Coach, or as you can see here, it's linked inside this here. So however you get to Career Coach, you're going to select 60 questions. Don't panic. It's not a long survey at all, I promise. For my purposes, I'm going to click on 6 just to show you are taking 60. So I'm going to click on 6 questions, and these are the questions. Like literally, look at this. It's just a scale. Do you agree or disagree? And so you're going to go ahead and scroll through and click on whether you agree or disagree. And then after you get through, again, you're taking all 60, it's going to give you some results. Your top personality traits, and then your top career matches. And no surprise, mine came up with 100% matched education. This is where you are welcome to like explore a little bit, and it's going to bring you to those pages that we kind of already saw, you know, in those overviews. But for now, your results, you're going to go ahead and download those results. So download your results. They're down there. However you want to save them. Like some people like to save them to their desktop, whatever. I'm just going to save it real quick. Okay, that's part 1. Remember, there are 3 parts. You are going to drop 2 PDFs in this Dropbox, so don't drop that career services result yet, because once you drop one file, you can't go back in and drop the second. But that's one of the assignments you're going to drop in here. The second thing you're going to do is create an account inside Skills to Succeed Academy. So you're going to click right there, and it's going to take you to Skills to Succeed Academy. I already am logged in, so it's going to ask you to kind of register for an account, and you just need to be in there and have that up and running for this next part. So it's free. There's an access code right there. You don't have to pay for anything. If it asks you for access, there it is. So just keep that running. Part 3 then is going to kind of have you go back and forth to part 2. Part 3 is watch the workshop video, which is right here. It's about a 40-minute video. You're going to watch this video, and at certain points, it's going to tell you to like pause and go into your Skills to Succeed Academy. So you're going to watch this video, and it says in here, as you're watching, when prompted, pause the video and pick one of these 2. Based on where you are personally in your life, are you at Find Your Future? Maybe you're exploring your career and you don't know what you want to do, where you want to go, or you already know what you want to do and you just need to kind of like a plan to start building on that. Pick whatever one you want to do. And there's going to be some modules. Again, you don't have to do both. Pick one. There's going to be some modules for you to complete. Whenever you're done, you're going to go in and you're going to hit the progress. And you're going to email your progress, and you can email it to yourself so that you have that PDF in your email. Some students do email it directly to me, but that gets a little tricky when my email starts filling up with like random files. So I would recommend emailing it to yourself and saving the results, because that's the second PDF that you're going to upload in here. So in here, you are uploading your 60 question career coach survey results and your module progress from the Skills to Succeed Academy. Both of those are going to go in this Dropbox, both of them. Okay. The third part, you already kind of worked on because it was this video. The third part is watching that video all the way to the end with sound on, and then Blackboard kind of gives like this receipt to me that says, yes, you watched it. That's how you get your points for the third part. Okay, so I'm going to take a breath, and I'm going to go ahead and recap real quickly. So this week we're in Chapter 12 about taking control of your future and exploring careers. You are doing your educational pathways to a career assignment, which is where you're using Career Coach and your academic page to fill in degree choice 1 and 2. Based on that, you're going to respond to the original post in the discussion forum by Wednesday for week 3 attendance, respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. You're going to do MAP and the faculty advisor, and those go together because your MAP helps you fill this out. And then you're going to complete all 3 parts of that career services assignment. Please make sure, hopefully you're already watching this video, but obviously this video is going to help you. There's materials in here that can help you. And then there's different videos and resources embedded inside these assignments themselves, along with PDF documents to help walk you through it. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Hope you have a great week. If you celebrated Easter over the weekend, I hope that went well, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.